Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. Global News reports that New Brunswick has launched its wildfire season earlier than usual, driven by a particularly dry winter and projections for a record-hot summer. Natural Resources Minister John Herron stated the province experienced its driest winter in decades, with 10 consecutive months of below-normal precipitation, creating alarming conditions. This follows a challenging 2025 season where over 400 fires burned nearly 3,400 hectares, prompting a province-wide closure of Crown land for recreational activities. Premier Susan Holt emphasized lessons learned from the previous season and the commitment to protecting residents and forest lands. In response, the province has acquired 4 new Fireboss aircraft capable of scooping water from rivers and lakes, made 74 forest ranger positions year-round, and allocated $6.7 million in this year's budget for fire preparedness and prevention. Additionally, municipalities are receiving wildfire fighting equipment kits, and residents can monitor conditions via a new Fire Watch page. The wildfire season is expected to run until October 31st, necessitating continued vigilance from the public. Hundreds of long-term care workers in Nova Scotia, represented by the Canadian Union of Public Employees, CUPE, are prepared to go on strike next week, starting Monday, April 13th, if a new deal isn't reached with the province. Negotiations broke down on March 24 as the union advocates for significant wage increases. According to CUPE 1183 President Gordie Ferguson, Nova Scotia's long-term care workers are currently the lowest paid in Atlantic Canada. Despite a 23% wage hike for continuing care assistants in 2022, Ferguson emphasized that workers spend considerable time with residents and deserve a living wage. Nova Scotia's long-term care minister, Barbara Adams, has publicly stated that there is no strike date yet, and accused CUPE of not presenting a very competitive offer to its members, a claim Ferguson disputes. Some long-term care facilities, such as Ocean View Continuing Care Center in Dartmouth, have already informed clients and families of the impending strike and confirmed plans to maintain essential services using non-unionized staff and management. This news comes from Global News. The Canadian press reports that the Blue Water Bridge in Sarnia, Ontario, has become the busiest Canada-US border crossing for commercial truck traffic, surpassing the Ambassador Bridge in Windsor. This shift occurred in late 2024, with the Blue Water Bridge handling 2.1 million commercial trucks in 2025, compared to the Ambassador Bridge's 1.8 million. The Federal Bridge Corporation, which manages several international bridges, attributes this change to factors like optimized routes for cross-border shipping, offering direct access from the Greater Toronto Area to the U.S. Midwest while bypassing urban congestion. Additionally, stable toll rates at the Blue Water Bridge, set at $7 per axle, contrast with the Ambassador Bridge's rates of up to $27 per axle. The opening of the new Gordie Howe International Bridge between Windsor and Detroit is currently uncertain, amidst a dispute over its construction costs raised by U.S. President Donald Trump. The Artemis II crew, consisting of NASA astronauts Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen, is now on day 8 of their 10-day mission. According to UPI, 2 days after their historic moon flyby, the astronauts are focusing on preparations for their return to Earth. Their day included routine exercise, a media talk, and crucial tests involving manual flying of the Orion capsule. They also tested a garment designed to help maintain bodily systems during the transition back to Earth's gravity, while a radiation shielding test was canceled to prioritize re-entry preparations. The mission remains on track for a splashdown off the coast of San Diego this Friday April 10th at 8:07 p.m. EST. Numerous platforms, including Roku, Netflix, and Apple TV, will provide coverage starting at 6:30 p.m. EST, with NASA offering constant updates on its YouTube channel. Mexico City. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum announced plans on Wednesday to exploit unconventional natural gas deposits, a move aimed at reducing the nation's heavy reliance on natural gas imports from the United States. The decision comes amidst global energy market volatility, exacerbated by conflicts such as the Iran war. Mexico is currently the world's largest single buyer of U.S. natural gas. Sheinbaum, a scientist and climate expert, notably avoided using the term fracking, hydraulic fracturing, instead referring to sustainable extraction. She announced the formation of a technical committee, which will spend 2 months evaluating less harmful methods for gas extraction, including the use of non-potable water and reduced chemical additives. The committee will also assess the potential costs associated with these environmental mitigations. President Sheinbaum emphasized the importance of energy sovereignty and argued that while fossil fuels remain essential, reducing external energy dependence is a responsible necessity, especially in turbulent geopolitical times. This report is from the Canadian Press. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.